Good morning, this is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and you're listening to Coffee with Kris, the time of the day where we share a cup of coffee and share a bit of the Word of God. All right, it's Monday, it's our second Sidra, our second Aliyah of the Torah portion of Pinchas, of Phinehas, and it's taken from Numbers chapter 26, verse 5, all the way to verse 51, and basically this is just another census that has been taken. You will notice that virtually after every rebellion, or after every major battle that the children of Israel has, that there is a head count. So why this head count? It's to find whoever is left. So whoever is left, whoever is still standing, whoever is not a corpse and a body laying on the battlefield is your tried and true brother and or sister. All else were just fair weather companions. All else were just fair weather friends. And when the going got rough, they left. They abandoned you. So a census, in a sense, reveals all the fakes and traitors that were exposed and expunged of the children of Israel. Because what happened to all the rebels in rebellion? They died. They were unfaithful to the Lord. They were punished and they were executed. And you know, some people that died in battle may have been the ones that may not have been outwardly rebellious, but inwardly rebellious, and they too were left laying on the battlefield. So it's to figure out who's left. You know, in hard times, you find out very, very quickly who your true family is, who your true friends are. And whenever you make a major change in your life that's divinely appointed, people may not understand what you're doing. They think, you're crazy, you're insane, you're a religious freak, you're a religious fanatic. Why are you doing this? This doesn't make sense. You're going to hurt yourself and your family. No, I'm doing exactly what I know God has called me to do, whether you understand it or not. I remember when the Lord led my wife and I into Messianic Judaism, getting back to the Hebraic roots of our faith, but still clinging and hanging on to Yeshua, our Messiah. A lot of people that we grew up with and went to church with in our former denomination and went to Bible college with called us anathema. They dropped us like a bad habit, and they kind of turned their backs on us because they thought that we were backsliding. They thought we were getting into some kind of cult, but we knew we were doing what was right for our family, where God has led us and called us to. And because we didn't stick with that particular denomination, some took offense to it and were hurt, maybe even felt betrayed. And they just kind of, you know, we lost contact with them. They were not our true family, were not our true friends. But it's also interesting that there are some who initially didn't understand our move and our life change, you know, stepped back because they were cautious and they didn't know what was going on, and they observed us for a few years to realize, hey, okay, they didn't go off the deep end. And they kind of slowly came back and say, hey, we just didn't understand. You kind of scared us there, but we realized that you're still walking in the way of the Word, walking in the way of the Messiah. You are still doing what God has, and what God has for you is different than what He has for me. It looks a little bit different, but I understand it now. And we resumed our familial relations, and we become closer as a result. But whenever you go through a hardship or a battle, that's when you find out who your real friends are. So don't be afraid sometimes to take a head count of those who are still sticking by you in the rough and trying times. And when you're making tough decisions in your life, those are the people that you can count on and call your true family and friends. Guys, thanks so much for listening. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and God bless.